It's payday, but that doesn't mean it's spending day. Let me show you exactly what I do to make my money last. Hello, welcome back to Debt Free Diaries. Today I'll be walking you through my payday routine, how I stay organized, pay bills, and stay on track with our debt-free goals. Let's get started. The first thing I do every payday is check our bank account and verify the amount that we have in there. I also make sure that our transfer from our savings account made it to our checking account. Sometimes, but not always, there's a little bit of a delay, but I usually check to make sure that the funds made it over. And then after that, I check any money that we might have left over in our cash envelope. This is a new thing for us. Now I know that this past Tuesday, we used up the last of what we had in June. And I am super proud of us. We have never used cash for our groceries before, and it went really well this last time. So I think we'll for sure do that again. This week we spent hardly any money on our groceries. And I think that really helped us out a lot. We had a lot of leftovers from the week before, so then that also helped with our budget, not having a lot of money in there. I think we ended up with, maybe $28 left in our bank account after everything came out. So it's been pretty low. We often struggle with our grocery budget, but I'm so proud of how we handled it this last time. We managed to stay under budget, and it helped us over the last couple of weeks. So after I've looked at my bank account and I made sure everything is there, I will start by putting it down on my piece of paper. So after my paycheck and everything's transferred, we should start out with $2,627.77. And then I'll get my calendar, and I will open it up, and I will look at everything that is coming due between this payday and the next payday. So since we're looking at the 11th through the 24th, I will look at everything that's coming up due. It looks like we have one subscription, 2, 3, four subscriptions, that including Netflix, a couple of things from my husband's job, and then a phone app. It looks like we have student loan debt coming up. I will not be able to make this car payment out of our paycheck. I'm starting a second job soon, so more to come on that. So I'll hope to make a payment here. We'll also have piano lessons, and that looks like everything. So I'll take all these and I will put down. So I'll put everything on here in a list in a row. But first I'll take our groceries out first, because we gotta eat. We can't survive without the food. And then I also put gas in there too. This has to come out, I have to pay for the piano lessons. Gas, I didn't put gas on this list because I'm not exactly sure how much that is. It usually costs us between $60 to $70 to fill both of our tanks. So that'll come out later. And then we have Netflix. We have, the auto insurance. Yeah, that comes out too. Here is all of our subscriptions that we pay for. Here's the student loan payment. Sorry, I'm not even reading any of this off at all. I'm so sorry. We're going to take out $450 for groceries. Normally our budget is $600 a month for groceries, but we've already made it through, I think, the first 2 weeks of July. On the budget that we leftovers from June, but I think we can get by with $450 for the rest of the month. Piano is $90, Netflix is $17.99, our auto insurance is a little over $208, $9.99 for Canopy, $330 for Therapy Den, $29.90 for Psychology Today, and then the student loan is $191.93. That's the minimum payment. And then here's my husband's office expenses. We pay for these out of our savings account. Hopefully we can, once his business builds up, that we can stop taking it from our savings account, but that's what we put a sinking fund in our savings for this. So we're not like just drowning every month. So once all of that comes out, then I put our new total here. So those are the things that have to be paid, and this is what we're left over with. However, there are some things that I either forgot to include in our budget or some surprises. And then this is the part where then I add these things in. I was supposed to have an appointment earlier this week and I forgot and I missed it. So I get to pay a no-show fee. So I owe $40 to the, what's the word I'm looking for? The doctor or the office, I suppose. I owe that to the office. And then I need new contact lenses. I knew the appointment was coming, but I also kind of forgot that it was coming. So I'm going to be spending at least $150 on new contact lenses, which I kind of need because I really don't want to wear my glasses. My glasses are an old prescription. Is that the right word? Prescription? It's really old and I don't want to wear them. I would rather not. And then the dogs still have to go to the groomer. They need trims. So that's going to be at least another $150. So those are the things that I kind of forgot about and need to be taken care of. And so then after that, we're left with $279.05. But also, my husband so graciously reminded me that one of the dogs has to go back to the vet to get her ear checked. So that will also be covered out of what is left. And then if the vet visit does not fit within this amount, then we'll have to take from savings. And if there's any kind of money left over, if there's any money left over at all from all of these things and the vet, we try not to touch that, and I typically like to leave that as a buffer for the next paycheck, because the next paycheck, rent comes out, our utilities come out, and it's a lot. Like, here, I'll show you. So if I get paid here, this will be the first one in August. So yeah, our rent will come out, more groceries, but our rent takes up a lot of my last check of the month. So that's why I like to leave a little bit of buffer in there. The very, very last thing that I do is, once I've got all this figured out, I will go either on a Friday afternoon or a Saturday morning, and I will withdraw all of this grocery money. I will probably withdraw the money for piano, and I will divvy that out into cash envelopes. This one won't go in an envelope, it'll just go straight to the instructor. I think I'm going to break these up into 3 and just use them once a week, and I'll just keep adding to it every Sunday. So starting on Sunday, we'll have $150 for groceries, and we'll do a big old grocery haul. And then every Sunday after that, I'll just keep adding to it, and then we'll see what we have left. Hopefully we're not in a bind next month like we were early this month. Fingers crossed. Wish us luck with that. That is how I handle payday, to stay in control and crush my debt. What is one thing that you always do on payday? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, eat, sleep, budget, repeat.